Hello and welcome to the first official Powder Boys podcast, episode 1. In today's discussion, we're going to be covering a broad view of what is to come and then briefly get into specific topics. That'll be a short example of what this podcast will look like for each episode coming further. And without further ado, I'll allow myself and my co-host to introduce ourselves once again and then we can jump right in. So my name's Liam Holmes. I'm a professional ski instructor who's worked all over the world, but I'm focused mainly in Canada and the United States. I'm currently Whistler based and as my local hill. I've been skiing for over 15 years. I've started skiing in the East as a kid and I've experienced every ski conditional imaginable. Now passing it off to my co-host.
Hi, I'm Trevor Whitesell and I'm a professional skier and ski instructor and I've patrolled some of the largest resorts in all the world and I'm excited to share my insights on ski industry through this podcast with Liam. So now let's move on to what this podcast will cover, a broad overview, and a list of topics that we will cover, and this includes the destination spotlight, such as large mountain resorts, hidden gems with all different types of terrain, gear reviews and recommendations that we'll have, interviews and professionals with different people on the podcast, skiing techniques and tips that we can use, environmental and conservation issues in the ski industry, some historical perspective and significant moments in the sport, as well as different safety and risk mitigation tactics that you can use on the hill, some community events such as competitions and festivals going on in the ski world, as well as technology and innovation with different products, and then some travel and adventure. And for each episode of our podcast, we will be choosing from all of these broad topics to examine them on a deeper level and help you guys better understand the world of skiing from professionals, advocates such as ourselves. And therefore, our first podcast will be going over the destination spotlight of a large mountain that both of us have been to recently, and then we will get into the must-have equipment on the mountain to help you guys understand what is worth buying in the ski industry that is loaded with many different brands ranging in quality and price.
Well, we're going to start with our first segment, which is our Destination Spotlight segment, which is a Whistler Blackcomb. We had the privilege of visiting it over just before the reading week, and it was a great experience. It's not just a ski resort, it's a mecca for all winter sports enthusiasts. It's got some of the most vast terrain in North America and even the world to cover for skiing. Got breathtaking scenery, great views, world-class amenities, and it's no wonder it consistently ranks in the top 10 of all ski destinations globally.
That's right, Liam. And speaking from personal experience, there's something for everyone at Whistler. Whether you're a beginner, or hitting the bunny slopes, or an expert tackling some of the most legendary steeps as we did. The terrain is incredibly diverse and it caters to really all types of levels of ski and snowboard.
From powders to groomers, there's everything there. And let's not forget about the après ski scene, from cozy mountain lodges to amazing village pubs. Whistler offers a vibrant nightlife that's perfect for unwinding on a day after the slopes.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those looking to explore beyond skiing and snowboarding, Whistler also boasts some great off-mountain activities, including snowshoeing, snowmobiling, bobsledding, and of course, shopping, as lots of people like to do.
It's truly a winter wonderland, and a once-in-a-lifetime experience for people who have not been there and who haven't had the pleasure of visiting Whistler yet. We highly recommend adding it to probably top 2 of our best ski destinations ever on your bucket list. So some interesting facts about Whistler, just the mountain itself. Whistler and Blackcomb are 2 separate peaks, and they joined together in the 70s and 80s. They receives an average of 11.7 meters of snow per year. The peak-to-peak gondola is the largest gondola system in the world, and it's the only gondola to connect two side mountains together. Whistler is the largest ski resort in North America with 4,757 acres of total skiable terrain. The elevation of the mountain is 2181 meters or 7,156 feet. Whistler originally opened in 1966 and joined with Blackcomb and to form Whistler Blackcomb and the whole company in 1997, which is the finalized merger. It hosted the 2010 Olympics, and Whistler Blackcomb has more than 200 marked trails and 16 alpine bowls for skiing and snowboarding. And I'm telling you, those alpine bowls are amazing. We visited some of them, the Flute Bowl. Where else did we go to? The Whistler Blackcomb. The Whistler Bowl itself was a great bowl off the peak of Whistler.
Yeah.
Where else did we visit? Jeff's of the Joy over there was a great experience.
Amazing
Experience. Best skiing we've ever had, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. And now we'll get to segment 2, which is a lot of gear review and must-have equipment on the slopes that even we experienced at Whistler. So, Now we cover Whistler as a must-visit destination. Let's talk gear. So many brands and products on the market. It can be overwhelming to know what's worth investing in, Liam.
And that's why we've come in. You know, having spent considerable time skiing at Whistler, we've narrowed down some essential gear that will enhance your experience on the mountain.
Yeah, starting with skis and snowboards, it's really essential to choose that equipment that matches your level of skill in riding, and look for versatility and durability, because you get so many different terrains at Whistler, from powder to regular hills, so you need to consider all these varied terrains and potential for challenging conditions as well on the slopes.
So for the average skier, I recommend a QST ski or a free ride all mountain ski, great for powder and groomers that gets you around. And we also have to not forget about outerwear. Investing in high quality waterproof jackets, pants, underlayers will help keep you warm and dry, allowing you to focus on shredding the slopes instead of shredding the cold. We recommend Patagonia. They have some great new lines out, and we'll go into depth of those in further episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to accessories, don't overlook the great importance of a reliable helmet, goggles, interchangeable lenses, as it can be sunny some days and cloudy the next day, preventing light conditions, as well as gloves and mittens that provide both warmth and dexterity on the mountain.
Exactly. And don't forget to invest in a good pair of quality ski boots. Lange, Diablo, Full Tilt, they all provide great boots for base at Whistler. They give you flexibility and rigidity and allows you to stay warm as well.
And that wraps up our gear review for Whistler Blackcomb. And remember, investing in quality equipment is not only an investment in equipment, but your enjoyment and safety out on the slopes overall.
And that's a wrap for our first episode. We hope you enjoyed our spotlight on Whistler Blackcomb and found the gear review helpful.
Yeah, be sure to tune in next week as we explore another exciting aspect of ski industry. Until then, happy skiing from the Powder Boys.